gonna be a little bit different. Obviously, the last few had a specific purpose correlated to whatever the topic was, right? And I'm not gonna go to the previous ones, but we're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about right now. And again, I'm not a YouTuber. You can like, you can engage, you can comment, you can subscribe. And quite honestly, not to be negative, but I really don't care. I am not trying to monetize your likes, your comments, your views on this channel or any social media platform that I engage in myself. However, that is exactly what this particular live stream is going to be about. So, yeah, it may come off as oxymoronic or contradictory, but I'll somewhat try and break it down as best as I can, being it that I don't really give two shits about it. I also kind of do, and I'll explain why. Now, when it comes to social media, you hear me say all the time, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a person that really, I guess, cares too much about this stuff. However, I have been a part of social media because when I formulated Soul Infusion, and again, this live stream, it's not gonna be particularly about fitness per se, but I feel like it's all relative. It's all correlated because we're still creating content, we're leaving a trail. It's still a legacy. It's still positive. We're doing what we can to inform people that may not know otherwise. And as I say in every live stream, I tread carefully when it comes to a lot of the subject matter because I just know. Now, with all that being said, being it that we are content creators, you have to think to yourself, right? If you were a content creator, if you were someone who, take for example me, right? I have a partner in music. We come out with music all the time. We've been doing it for a long time. And if you were an artist and you created your own music, whether it be through songs, through producing, engineering, whatever it is, right? Besides the obvious fact that you would want people to appreciate your stuff, if you were also in social media, which to me, I'm very late into social media. It may seem like I'm just all up in every platform doing the most. However, I would say I'm a decade plus into, hi Luz, I would say I'm a decade plus late into social media. So don't be fooled into thinking like, make sure you like Luz if you're viewing, because that's what this whole live stream is about. I'm not someone that like has all this time in social media. Yeah, since I've been a part of, thank you, Soul Infusion, then it was like I was thrust into social media because I felt like it was a necessity, you know? If I could have had it my way, I would have just been old school. Like, we just hit the boots running and like just get local people to come in and just appreciate what we're building here and the knowledge that's there and the energy and effort that we're bringing into these buildings, right? Brick and mortar. However, people that have been in social media or know about social media kept convincing me, like, nah, you gotta get a Snapchat, you gotta go on you gotta get a YouTube channel, you gotta, go on IG and Facebook, all this stuff, right? So I was like, what's that? Like straight up cave caveman status. And finally I was like, all right, let me see what this is about. Started learning it. Lo and behold, I got it, right? Because I like to say I'm someone that can adjust to things. And that's what I did with social media. I got involved. I tried to excel at it as best as possible, and I did, you know? I'm not going to say I'm a master when it comes to social media capital, and I I did okay. Now, when it comes to the content, bringing it back to, like, let's say music, right? If you're an artist and you come out with your own music, chances are you're gonna want people to appreciate that music, right? Now, if you kind of know about social media a little bit, you're gonna know that out of all these various platforms that you may want to post on, like let's say it's music, whether you're a producer or a songwriter, recording artist, whatever, right? Put it out there, you post it wherever, you can see your analytics, you can view your insights, you can see exactly what's happening, right? It's kind of like when you text someone and you shoot out a text, depending on your settings, you can see if someone has viewed your text. You can see if you kind of like said something. And to me, it doesn't matter if you're texting or you're calling or you're in person. I speak about this all the time. My energy is my energy, and it needs to be respected no matter which way it's brought to you. I don't have to be in person with you for you to respect that. Now, if you put your music out there, let's just say, and you see people are lurking, they are watching, or they are at least viewing something, but none of them are engaging, right? And I know, and I, before I even got into social media, I knew this was a thing because the biggest content creators would complain about that, right? They'd be venting about it all day. Like, I'm talking about people that have 1 million+ YouTube subscribers, have 1 million Twitter followers, like hundreds of thousands of Instagram and Facebook followers, TikTok, etc., right? And they are still upset about this. So if you're like someone that's huge like that, or someone that has way less followers and subscribers, etc., it's definitely a thing at every stage of the game. I just want to put this video out there because I'm no different. When you put content out there, understand, you as the audience, you as the people that are either lurking or somewhat making yourself transparent or seen, visible, is you are like, and not to again, not to come out too condescending, but you're kind of being selfish if you think about it. Because again, if you were the creator and you were putting it out there, you would want engagement, right? Whether you have 100 followers or you have 1 million followers. And this is part of the game, and I understand that. But there's a difference between, in my opinion, of people that are just random people that you have no idea who they are, right? You just don't know them from a hole in the wall. And you have also people that are either your friends, you know them, their family, etc., etc. Like these are people you know. You're putting your stuff out there. You take a lot of time to create it. There's a lot of energy involved. You put it out there, and you know through insight and analytics that people, and you can even see who's doing what, and you instruct people to engage, to like, comment. And remember, I did let you know, for me at least, in the beginning of this video, I could care less. But at the same time, I do care because there are people with me that also put forth a lot of energy. And maybe the next person would care more than I care. And I think it's unfair and selfish if you're just easily, and nobody's asking you to pay for anything, right? But we pay with our time a lot. And to not even get engagement when we're instructing you, and you are our friends, our family, people we know, and you're not doing that, that's a little disappointing to me because, again, a lot of effort is being put out there. And yeah, you could say, well, yeah, that's your business, or like, you're trying to attract customers. Okay. And you are our peoples. And we are letting you know, like, engage. You're watching our stuff, right? Are you not entertained? And if you are, why aren't you? And again, like I said, put yourself in our shoes. If you're the one that's putting it out there, you would want your people to let you know that, yo, you did a good job, or like, yo, that came out fire, or like, yo, anything, right? You would want that, as opposed to, yo, your peoples are watching you. They might even be coming on a regular, tuning into you, and you're letting them know, like, yo, help the algorithm of these various social media platforms to get more engagement by doing a simple thing. Like, nobody's asking you for tips, nobody's asking you for cash. People that want to actually come in and get, let's say, trained by Luz, they can pay her. They can pay her for her time, like any job. But when it comes to this content that she's creating, she puts the time in to edit a lot of this stuff. Don't just watch it and not at least like it. you know that, I mean, to me, that makes sense. I don't know if I'm off here or not, but I feel like if she's putting a lot, I didn't put out 1,000 in fitness alone, 1,000 plus videos, and the number of folks that were watching these videos but actually engaged, that was disappointing, you know? And this is part of the reason why I became very jaded with social media. Social media has a lot of pluses, I would say. Like, there's a lot of positives there. You get to see how you can learn information, like, readily. It's there. But at the same time, there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of negativity. And again, I don't mean to come off as condescending and negative in this video, but I want you to really analyze yourselves. And I'm open to discussion revolving around this subject matter here. Like, we can talk, like, leave comments. It's exactly what I've been saying all along through this message, this live stream here, and all along. Like, leave a comment. Let me hear what your thoughts are. Let me see what you're thinking. So perhaps we can engage, right? Whether it's positive or not. And I would like to think that this as a whole is positive anyways, It's not like I'm coming out here like saying something crazy, right? I'm not. I'm just saying this is something that revolves around a regular occurrence of how content creators are putting a lot of time and effort into entertaining you, you know? The least I feel like we could ask for in return is some sort of engagement if you're going to be there watching anyways, right? Like, look, Luz came on, and what did I tell her to do? Immediately, she was just stuck there watching. I had to tell her, like, yo, like. But at least she did. I can see that the like is there, right? So as soon as I said it, and that's cool. Like, on one hand, it's like, damn, do I really have to say this every single time? Because remember, on the one hand, I'm still the person that I don't give a shit like about any of this. But at the same time, it's still my time and energy. It's still her time. She's putting these things together. She's putting this effort to, like, I feel like I gotta remind people because otherwise you're just gonna stay stuck in not doing that. And I feel like that's the most minimal thing you can do is engage. Okay? So in the future, when I say engage, that means like, comment, follow, subscribe, whatever. Just engage. You don't have to write a whole paragraph on like the complexities of how detailed every video edit was, or like how the music was, or like how the fitness routine was. You don't have to do any of that. But at least as our peoples, right? I'd expect random people we don't know to just, okay, I don't know you. But if I do know you, as the thumbnail on this live stream, you'll see that's my pops. That's his back. Like, you never know when someone's gonna walk away from your life. And when that happens, you're gonna do a lot of thinking. And you're probably gonna miss that person's spirit and energy. So just keep that in mind when you're enjoying a person's presence presently. And at least while I'm still here, I would enjoy if I put any type of content out there, or anyone that's with me puts content out there, and you engage with us. In social media, enjoy our presence while it's here, and take heed to the simple things that would probably bring a little bit of joy back to us. And that's really all I have to say. I kept this under 20 minutes, a little over 15 minutes, and that's really all there is. There's nothing else to say on this. Before I let you go, I also put in the description that we are starting a challenge today. Well, Luz and I are. Okay, so we've done this in the past. I'm gonna do it again. So, PUMPvember is a time for, I would say, posterior chain of lower body. And, I had to bring it back to fitness, right? So we're going to do Bulgarian split squats. And I feel like there's gonna be a little bit of pumping the glutes and hamstrings up. So calves, hamstrings, glutes, and a little bit of quads, and of course strength and stability for just being able to do the movement. So I'll start right now, since I finished my little rant about social media and what I'm expecting. Do I think it's gonna happen? I don't know. I would like to think that my own peoples can take heed to me saying, yo, just like our videos. And if you don't want to subscribe or follow, you don't have to. Yeah, I don't anyways. But I'm saying if you want to, just like these videos. That's it. All right, that was my rant. All right, let me start this. Okay, PUMPvember, right? So this is simple. I know it's not like a normal video of like how I showcase things that we do. One leg back on the chair I was just sitting on. Okay. One leg forward. Okay. So we're starting with 5 on each side. Okay, I'll do that, Luz. Because it's 5. I'll do a little bit more for what you're asking. You see how Luz asked me for something? I will do it. So when we ask you for something, please do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep stretch. Okay, that was one side. Now I'm gonna put the other leg up. 1, 2, 3. Deep stretch. 4, 5. Okay. When you come up, you can squeeze your glutes. Obviously, it's lower body, it's quads, it's all that. So, yeah, that's really it. You want me to take a picture? That's what you want? Do a video or a picture? I just did 5 on each side. So, that's it. I am going to post this. Another live stream done. You already know. All right, well, catch y'all later.